Have you ever felt in the silent depths of your soul that you are precisely on the threshold of a monumental revelation, as if the universe itself were sending a persistent whisper, an unmistakable call for something grand, but that, paradoxically, clarity about the next crucial step remains veiled, shrouded in a dense fog of uncertainty? Do you perceive these moments of synchronicity, these intuitive flashes that seem to carry a coded message? But the difficulty lies in deciphering the language and translating these energetic signals into concrete action, into a transformative movement. It's a visceral feeling of being at a turning point, on the verge of a new chapter, perhaps a love that transcends the ordinary, a career aligned with your highest purpose, or an abundance that resonates with your true essence. And yet the key to unlocking this door seems elusive, almost hidden in plain sight, leaving a disquieting frustration hovering over your journey. Feel this now. This tension between unlimited potential and the perception of an invisible barrier. The truth resonates deeply within millions of souls. Life can, at times, seem like an intricate labyrinth of repetitions, where every effort to ascend, to break old patterns, brings us back to the starting point, as if we were trapped in an endless loop, a silent matrix that limits our expansion. This is the pain of feeling that, despite all the search for self-knowledge, all the meditations and affirmations, the essential code to unlock true vocation, to attract a soul-nourishing relationship, or to manifest deserved prosperity, remains an insoluble mystery. You dedicate yourself, you visualize, you strive, but external reality does not reflect the internal alignment you so deeply desire, and corrosive doubt sets in. Am I missing the signs? Am I somehow failing to perceive the subtle language of the universe that points to the path of my own mastery? Feel this frustration, this unfulfilled aspiration that resides in many hearts, and know that it is not yours alone, but a collective experience, an echo of a universal quest. But what if I invited you to a radical paradigm shift, to a complete reinterpretation of this narrative of search and frustration? What if I told you that the universe, in its infinite wisdom and quantum coherence, is not hiding the map to your destiny, nor the code for your expansion, but on the contrary, it encodes it so intrinsically and omnipresently in your own reality that most of us ignore it, considering it merely the background noise of everyday life? Imagine that these matrix codes, these synchronicities, these intense feelings, these patterns that repeat in peculiar ways, are not mere accidents, but luminous signals, pulsating with the vibrational promise of a new beginning, constantly flashing right before you, inviting you to awaken to a new phase. It's as if the very fabric of reality were intertwined with these messages, waiting for you to recalibrate your internal frequency to perceive them, to recognize the secret language of your own evolution, a whisper from the unified field that manifests as your personal guide. Feel this possibility, this inversion of perspective that transforms the barrier into an invitation. It is with this new lens of perception that we invite you to embark on a transformative journey. For in this video, you will be guided step by step to learn how to decipher the awakening matrix. The key to your own awakening matrix, the vibrational map that the universe precisely uses to guide you towards your highest potential. You will not only identify the subtle, yet now unmistakable signs that indicate the exact moment for a quantum transformation to fully manifest in your life, but you will also understand the underlying mechanics that govern this universal communication. Prepare to recognize the energetic patterns that have been present in your reality, perhaps without your conscious awareness, and which will now reveal themselves as pillars of your next phase of evolution, empowering you to finally unlock your destiny with crystalline clarity and unshakable confidence that transcends any doubt. This is the promise of genuine empowerment, an internal activation that resonates with your essential truth, freeing you from the shackles of stagnation and propelling you towards the fullness that has always awaited you, merely coded. Feel the excitement of this impending revelation. In this present moment, I invite you to a conscious pause, to a dive into your own center. Breathe deeply, profoundly, allowing each inhalation to fill your being with new energy, and each exhalation to release any remnants of doubt or resistance. Feel the pulsation of life in your body, the current of consciousness flowing through you, and allow this sense of presence to anchor your attention fully in the now. This is not just a video. It is an energetic invitation, a tuning into the higher frequencies that will guide your perception. The mind, often scattered, tends to wander, but to decipher these codes, one must be here, whole, with every fiber of your being, attentive and receptive. Your journey to decode the universe, to unravel the signs that await you, and to begin your new start with mastery and purpose, is not something to merely watch, but to experience. It begins now, in this very instant of full presence, where the quantum field opens for your deepest understanding, revealing the unquestionable path your soul so deeply craves. Feel the connection. You, in your deepest essence, may have spent countless hours, days, years, searching externally for the answers that the universe, in its infinite wisdom, insists on coding into your own frequency. Society, with its pre-established narratives and charted paths, has conditioned us to believe that the key to prosperity, to true love, or to complete fulfillment lies in some external manual, in some complex strategy, in some distant guru who holds the secret you so deeply crave. You feel this pressure, this almost palpable need to decipher life's enigma through other people's lenses, through generic formulas that promise quick results, but which, deep down, always seem to leave an emptiness and inexplicable gap in your soul, because the true code of your existence was never laid out on the shelves of conventional knowledge. This incessant and often unfruitful search generates a silent frustration, an echo of doubt that resonates within you, making you question if you are somehow missing the signal, the irrevocable call to your own new beginning, while the universe whispers a much more intimate and powerful truth. Feel this disquiet, this vibration of truth that is about to be revealed, an invitation to deprogram what has been imposed and tune into your own destination station. This external journey, though well-intentioned, often turns out to be a labyrinth, a repetitive cycle, where with each new door you open, the landscape remains familiar, just with a different veneer, because true transformation does not reside on the surface, but in the depth of your own perception. You have searched, perhaps, for detailed manuals, for roadmaps that promise to lead you to your destination, without realizing that the most sophisticated GPS, the most precise signal decoder, is already embedded in your energetic field, pulsating in every cell of your being. Your intuition, that silent and persistent voice, your own feelings, those vibrational waves that reverberate in your body, and the synchronicities unfolding around you, are not mere coincidences or subjectivities. They are the authentic matrix codes, the encrypted information of the universe, designed specifically for you. They are the language of your personal quantum field, an intrinsic resonance that guides you to coherence, to alignment with your highest essence, offering you a new beginning that is not manufactured, but organically germinated from your own inner truth. Allow yourself to feel the validity of this perspective, the liberation that comes from realizing that the power has always been accessible. The great myth that imprisons you is the idea that the universe would send you a formal email or an explicit notification for your next step, when in truth, it operates through a complex network of frequencies and energies, manifesting primarily as an internal knowing, a vibrational pulsation that resonates in your soul, only to then mirror itself in your external reality as synchronicities and events that seem perfectly orchestrated. Have you ever felt this deep conviction about a path, even without all the logical evidence to support it? This is your quantum consciousness deciphering the matrix codes, a direct communication with the unified field, which does not wait for your intellectual permission to exist, but rather for your receptivity. This revelation is not to be found in self-help books or external seminars, though they can be catalysts. It is an internal calibration, a fine-tuning with your own destination radio station, where the frequencies of your new beginning are always transmitting, waiting for you to simply adjust the dial to hear them with crystalline clarity. Feel the urgency of this connection, the truth that reveals itself like a familiar embrace. Imagine now that your life is a complex video game, with impressive graphics and an engaging narrative, but you, the player, have been conditioned to think that you needed an external guide, a secret cheat manual, or a complete walkthrough downloaded from the internet to advance a level. You have spent hours, perhaps years, searching for these external shortcuts, for those tips that other players had supposedly already discovered, without realizing that the game itself, in its ingenuity, is already showing icons and subtle hints on the screen, flashes of light, changes in the soundtrack, and even small bugs that are actually intrinsic features of the next phase, indicating the way. More than that, your main character, you yourself, is feeling vibrations, a tingling, an energetic pull that points in the correct direction to the next great revelation, to the portal that will lead you to your true vocation or to your expanded destiny. These are the matrix codes of your life game, designed to be understood by you, by your vibrational system, and not just by cold analytical logic. You are at this very moment deciphering a new language. The universe, in its quantum dance of infinite possibilities, does not hide your destiny. It codes it, yes, but it does so in a way that respects your sovereignty and your power of choice, embedding these signs in the tapestry of your reality, both in your inner world and in the outer. The matrix code is not a distant enigma, hidden by a higher entity that wishes to test you. It is a continuous manifestation of your own essence, a vibrational resonance that expands from your field to the environment and vice versa. When you experience a strong intuition, an undeniable feeling that something is about to change, or when you encounter a pattern of synchronicities that seem to speak directly to your soul, these are the collapses of the wave of infinite possibilities, solidifying into a clear and personal message, an invitation for you to take the next step. These signs are like energetic beacons, flashing in your perception, validating your deepest feelings and indicating that your awakening matrix key is about to turn, unlocking a new cycle of expansion and abundance in your journey. The beauty of these internal signals lies in their ability to activate powerful neuroplasticity in your brain, reshaping your neural connections so that you can, in fact, see and feel what was previously imperceptible. As your consciousness expands to a new frequency, when you allow your intuition to guide you, you are not simply imagining. You are accessing a vast field of information, a quantum domain where all possibilities coexist. Your mind, aligned with your heart, creates a coherence that amplifies these codes, transforming them from mere whispers into a clear and unmistakable melody. This internal resonance is the true language of the universe, an intimate conversation that unfolds between your soul and the totality, a dialogue that transcends words and manifests as a profound knowing. Feel how your body responds to this truth, the lightness that arises from accepting that you already possess the map, that the compass for your new beginning is calibrated within you, just waiting to be activated by your attention and your unshakable trust. The paradigm shift here is monumental. The power to initiate your new beginning is not in deciphering a secret code imposed from outside, but in recognizing that the matrix codes are an integral part of who you are, of the vibrational field you radiate and attract. It's as if you were trying to hack a complex system, searching for external flaws, when, in reality, you are the system itself, the architect of your experience, and the cheats are embedded in your energetic DNA. The pain and doubt you felt while tirelessly searching externally transform into a powerful leverage, propelling you inward to the source of all wisdom. This shift in perspective is not just theoretical, it is visceral, a deep recalibration of your fundamental belief about how reality works. You are no longer at the mercy of circumstances, but rather in command of your own frequency, learning to read the silent yet eloquent language of the universe that communicates through you and to you, validating every step that leads you to your true essence. Feel this now as you read. Allow a wave of recognition to flow through your body. How many times has your intuition warned you about something, and your rational mind, conditioned by logic and external search, ignored it, choosing the safe path that in the end proved unsatisfactory or stagnant? This is the pain of misalignment, the friction between your inner knowing and the external programming that prevents you from hearing the purest signals. That feeling of something isn't right, or the sudden knowing that you should go in an unusual direction. These are your matrix codes manifesting, attempts by the universe to realign you with your destined path. I invite you to close your eyes for an instant, to breathe deeply, and to mentally revisit one of those moments. Notice the tension, the lightness, the bodily sensation associated with ignoring your inner voice versus the peace or excitement that arises when you follow it, even without full rational comprehension. This is the somatization of truth, living proof that the body is a powerful receiver, a faithful interpreter of signals. Irrefutable intuition, that which manifests as a deep and non-negotiable knowing, is one of the pillars of your awakening matrix key, the master key that deciphers reality. It intertwines with the accelerated synchronicities you begin to notice, those chance encounters, messages that appear repeatedly, books that fall into your hands at the right moment. These are the external matrix codes, mirroring and validating the internal signals your soul had already whispered. Make no mistake, these events are not trivial coincidences. They are orchestrated manifestations of the quantum field, an undeniable confirmation that you are attuned to the frequency of your new beginning. By observing these connections, you not only recognize a pattern, you actively participate in the collapse of the wave of possibilities, consciously choosing the reality that resonates with your highest truth. Feel the excitement of this revelation, the clarity that emerges when you allow these two worlds, the internal and the external, to converse and complement each other, guiding you with surgical precision to your own manifestation. However, a crucial question might be echoing in your mind now, an understandable resonance for anyone who has ventured into the domains of self-knowledge. But how can we be sure that we are reading the right codes and not just random matrix noise, or projections of our own fears and unconscious desires? How to discern the voice of the soul from the echo of the ego, true synchronicity from mere causality? It is natural to feel this doubt, this search for a method, for a validation that transcends subjectivity and offers a solid foundation for your confidence. The answer lies in a deeper understanding of the patterns the universe uses, in a recognition of the specific frequencies that signal a genuine new beginning, distinguishing them from the background hum that everyday life can generate. Your capacity for discernment is the next step, the final calibration of your awakening matrix key, which will allow you to masterfully navigate the messages that reveal themselves, transforming uncertainty into unshakable clarity and paving the way for the destiny that awaits you. If you felt this irresistible inner pull, this silent certainty that there is something more, something greater waiting for you, but have hesitated to fully trust these signs, tap the like button now. By doing so, you are not just interacting with this content, you are sending a frequency of permission and recognition to the quantum field, validating your own intuition and reinforcing your intention to activate your new beginning. Your conscious action, however small it may seem, has immense vibrational power, amplifying this message so that it reaches other hearts and minds that, like you, are ready to deprogram the matrix of external search and tune into internal revelation. Help this knowledge flow, reach those who need to activate their own new beginning, because by sharing this energy, you align even more with your own transformation, creating a ripple effect of empowerment and discovery for all. Do you feel that your life, no matter how much you pursue it, still holds deep secrets about your true path, as if you are always on the verge of a great revelation? There is a subtle disquiet, an inner certainty that the universe is trying to communicate with you, transmitting coded messages that, if deciphered, would reveal the map to a new beginning. You have searched many sources, learned various concepts, but the true key to decoding these signals still seems elusive. Like an ancient language you are almost, but not quite, able to comprehend. This search is a reflection of your innate desire for alignment, of your soul yearning to unravel the matrix codes that your essence already understands, but your mind has not yet translated, creating a vibrational dissonance that prevents you from moving forward. The truth is that your intuition is correct. The universe does not hide your destiny in an inaccessible vault, but encodes it in the very tapestry of your reality, in a vibrational language that transcends words and linear logic. You have felt these codes as whispers, as undercurrents that indicate a direction, but society has trained us to ignore this deep wisdom, to rationalize the inexplicable, and to doubt our own perception. The time has come to deprogram this limiting belief. The awakening matrix key is not something to be found outside, but an internal lens you need to adjust, allowing the quantum field to reveal itself. not as noise but as clear signals of destiny, vibrating in coherence with your most authentic frequency, inviting you to a higher level of consciousness and manifestation. The first of these primary signs of destiny is what we call creative discomfort, a deep unease, almost an indefinable longing that arises when you are about to transcend a phase of your life. You feel dissatisfaction with the status quo, not necessarily with anger or destructive frustration, but with an irresistible urge that something more is waiting for you. It's a feeling that the structures that once defined you no longer fit, a subtle pressure to expand, to seek new horizons, even if the path is not yet clear. This discomfort is not a punishment. It is a vibrational field stirring, indicating that your soul is ready for a new calibration, an energetic recalibration that precedes the great turning point, the new chapter, unfolding on your quantum horizon. Feel this unease now, in your body, in your emotions. Do you recognize this sensation that everything you know is stretching, becoming too small for the vastness you have become? This is the vibrational field of your being communicating that the moment of expansion is imminent, that your frequency is adjusting to tune into a new reality, more aligned with your essence. Neuroscientifically, we can see this as a process of neuroplasticity in action, where the brain, stimulated by the soul, begins to deconstruct old synapses and create new ones, preparing for a new paradigm of thought and existence. It is a sign that you are unhitching from an old frequency to tune into a destiny frequency that has long awaited your wholeness, a clear message from the matrix codes. Think of the caterpillar which, before transforming into a butterfly, feels an inherent discomfort with its now tight and limiting cocoon. There is no revolt, but an inevitable and irresistible need for change, for metamorphosis. This discomfort is not a mistake. It is the very code of transformation, the innate intelligence of the universe acting through it, preparing it for flight. Similarly, your creative discomfort is the awakening matrix key vibrating within you, signaling that the caterpillar phase is complete and that the wings of your true essence are about to unfold. It is the clear message from the universe, transmitting to you that your next level of existence is not only possible, but is being propelled by an internal force, a quantum imperative for evolution, a frequency break that precedes the manifestation of your new beginning. The second sign is accelerated synchronicities. Events that seem like coincidences intensify in your life, connecting people, opportunities, and information in ways that defy linear logic. You notice patterns, repeated numbers, unexpected encounters, or answers to questions you only formulated in thought, emerging from surprising sources. These are not mere accidents but manifestations of the collapse of the wave of possibilities, where the quantum field reflects your intention and frequency in tangible events. These synchronicities are the universe blinking signs, confirming that you are in resonance with your path, validating that the matrix codes are aligning to guide you, a visible testament to your vibrational coherence with the flow of your destiny. Imagine yourself as a spider web, sensitive to every vibration, every breath of wind. Accelerated synchronicities are like these vibrations in the web of your life, subtle at first, but growing stronger and clearer as you approach your new beginning. They are the universe's response to your frequency, an external validation of the internal alignment you are cultivating. When your energy is coherent with your purpose, the quantum field conspires in your favor, orchestrating events and encounters that seem miraculous, but are, in fact, the language of your destiny unfolding. Each synchronicity is a matrix code confirming that you are on the right path, a divine reminder that you are not alone in your journey, and that expansion is knocking at your door. The third primary sign is irrefutable intuition, an inner knowing, an unshakable certainty that transcends any logic or external evidence. It is that silent yet persistent voice that tells you to go, to stay, to change, to trust, even when the outside world screams otherwise. It is a deep sense of "I know" that emanates from your center, from your higher self, a direct connection to the universal wisdom that resides in your essence. You've felt this certainty, haven't you? Perhaps you ignored it in the past, overriding it with reasoning or fear, but it never completely silences. It is the purest awakening matrix key, a beacon that illuminates your path, a direct code from your soul to your new beginning, a truth that needs no external proof to exist. This irrefutable intuition is the language of your soul, the internal GPS the universe has granted you, operating at a frequency that the logical mind often cannot initially decipher. It is a knowledge that arises from a deep place of energetic coherence, where your essence is in total alignment with your highest purpose. Often, this intuition is the first to sound the alarm or point the direction, long before creative discomfort sets in or accelerated synchronicities begin to orchestrate events. It is the 0 point of your awakening matrix key, the origin of all codes that will unfold in your reality, an infallible compass that always points to your true north, to your new beginning, to the fullness of your existence. Think of the seed that, even buried in darkness, knows the right moment to sprout, to extend its roots, to seek the light. There is no logic or reasoning. There is only an innate impulse, an essential programming for life, an irrefutable certainty of its destiny. Your irrefutable intuition operates in the same way. It is this ancestral wisdom, this divine programming that resides in every cell of your being, guiding you to flourish and expand. It is the voice of your totality, an essential matrix code that cannot be tampered with, that always resonates with your highest truth. By honoring it, you align with the flow of the universe, allowing your destiny to unfold with grace and power, activating your awakening matrix key from the inside out, manifesting the reality your soul so deeply craves. These 3 pillars, the creative discomfort that propels you, the accelerated synchronicities that validate you, and the irrefutable intuition that guides you, are the matrix codes that the universe uses to signal your new beginning. They are the awakening matrix key in action, a multifaceted language that your essence already understands. Each of them is part of the same divine message, an orchestra of signs that confirm that the quantum field is realigning for you. It's not about seeking external answers, but about fine-tuning your own perception to these whispers, these nudges, and these certainties that emerge from your own being and manifest in your reality, inevitably leading you to your next phase of expansion and abundance in all areas of your life. Learning to recognize these codes is more than a skill. It is a deep reconnection with the intelligence that orchestrates all existence. Have you felt these signs? Perhaps you perceive them as anxiety, as random coincidences, or as a mere hunch. Feel this now as you read. Which of these signs has been vibrating strongest in your life lately? But perhaps you have underestimated it, diminishing its importance or rationalizing its existence. Allow this perception to settle within you, revealing the true magnitude of these messages. This is the moment to validate your own inner experience, to honor the wisdom that resides in your heart and mind, to open yourself to the clarity that these matrix codes are offering for your journey. Recognizing these signs is the first step to deciphering the awakening matrix key, transforming the noise of doubt into a clear melody of purpose and direction. It is your conscious permission for the universe to reveal your next level. It is your acceptance that you are being actively guided towards the manifestation of your destiny. Each of these codes, be it the push of discomfort, the validation of synchronicities, or the certainty of intuition, is a vital piece in the puzzle of your evolution. The quantum field is responding to your frequency, collapsing waves of possibility into tangible events, and your task now is merely to tune into that frequency and allow the orchestra of life to play your most glorious symphony, without resistance or hesitation, once you have understood the signs. Recognizing these matrix codes is the first crucial step, but how can we consciously activate these signals to accelerate our new beginning and manifest our destiny with clarity and power? It takes more than just seeing the signs. It takes interacting with them, amplifying them, and co-creating with the universe. Share in the comments. Which of these 3 signs, creative discomfort, accelerated synchronicities, or irrefutable intuition, do you most ignore in your daily life? And which do you feel needs more attention now? Your conscious response is an act of alignment, a declaration that you are ready not only to decipher, but also to activate your own awakening matrix key. You have felt the universe's invitation, deciphered the whispers of your own destiny in the awakening matrix key, but perhaps you still hesitate, waiting for a grandiose, unmistakable external sign to manifest. a spectacular wave collapse that sweeps away all doubt. The truth is that activating your new beginning is not a matter of passivity, but of proactive quantum recalibration, a conscious dance with the field's frequencies. Your very essence, your body, is like a sophisticated and sensitive quantum antenna designed to receive and transmit the most complex matrix codes. If this antenna is out of tune due to old beliefs, permeated by doubts, or overloaded by the noise of fear, the signals of your destiny can be weak, distorted, almost imperceptible, even when they flash right before you. It takes more than just recognizing the codes. It takes deliberately tuning in to attract, amplify, and manifest the reality your soul craves. Recalibration does not wait. It creates the resonance. The first pillar of this deep recalibration is intentional clarity, the art of defining your destiny with such vivid detail that the universe has no choice but to manifest it in your experience. It's not just about wanting something, it's about feeling it, seeing it, smelling it, living it in your vibrational field, now. Think of your quantum antenna. If your intention is vague, the signal you send is diffuse, like a radio searching for a station without knowing which one. But when your intention becomes a cut crystal, every facet of your desire is precisely reflected in the morphogenetic field. This intentional precision generates vibrational coherence, an energetic pulse so singular that the universe, in its infinite wisdom, begins to reorganize matter and energy to match your emission. It is the moment when your mind and heart align on a single, powerful frequency, eliminating noise and amplifying the message you send. Feel this now as you read. What do you really desire in your new beginning? Not just the end result, but the emotion it evokes, the feeling of freedom, of purpose, of unconditional love that permeates every cell of your being. Allow this vision to settle within you, not as a distant dream, but as a memory from the future that already exists in the totality of the quantum field. This practice of deep sensory and emotional visualization is not a fantasy. It is a powerful neuroplasticity tool, reconfiguring your neural networks to align with the frequency of your highest intention. By detailing your destiny, you are not just asking, you are coding your own future, engraving it into the very fabric of reality with surgical precision. Your antenna, previously passive, becomes a beacon of light, directing the universe's energy to the exact point of your manifestation, preparing the ground for the next phase of your recalibration. The second essential pillar is confident detachment, the liberation from how to allow the infinite intelligence of the universe to orchestrate the details. Your logical mind, conditioned to control every variable, often becomes the biggest block, flooding your quantum antenna with static and noise, interfering with the reception of the matrix codes. You feel the weight of expectation, the frustration when things don't unfold on your timeline, don't you? This eagerness for control is a frequency of lack, a sign that you don't fully trust cosmic wisdom. True detachment is not indifference, it is an active surrender, a yielding to the flow of existence, knowing that the universe, in its perfection, has a higher plan and paths that transcend your limited understanding. It is the permission for the quantum field to move freely, unencumbered by your earthly projections and expectations, making space for unexpected miracles. When you release the need to control the how, when you allow the universe to take care of the details, a wave of energy is freed, dissolving the resistances that kept your frequency low and your antenna obstructed. Have you felt the lightness that comes with acceptance, the peace that floods your being when you simply trust? This is the vibration of detachment, a resonance of wholeness and fullness that instantly attracts what you seek, for it mirrors the very nature of the quantum field. It's like clearing static from a radio channel. Suddenly, clear, uninterrupted music fills the air. This trust is not blind. It is the recognition of your interconnectedness with all that is, the profound knowing that you are a divine co-creator. Allow your soul to feel the lightness of this surrender, allowing universal wisdom to guide the matrix codes directly into your reality, effortlessly, without struggle. Finally, the third pillar of your recalibration is inspired action, the small yet powerful steps that resonate with intuition, arising not from forced effort, but from a guided inner impulse. It's not about an exhaustive to-do list or pushing against the current. It's about moving with the current, responding to the matrix codes that your recalibrated antenna is now clearly receiving. Do you feel a gentle call to send a message, read a specific book, attend an event, or simply rest? This is inspired action, the movement the universe places in your heart, the next logical, or illogical but resonant, step toward your destiny. Each small step, taken with intention and detachment, is a vibrational affirmation, feedback to the quantum field that you are ready, that you are in alignment, that your antenna is active and functioning perfectly, amplifying the frequency of your new beginning. The activation of your new beginning, therefore, is a harmonious symphony between intentional clarity, confident detachment, and inspired action. Your quantum antenna, once out of tune and full of noise, now vibrates in coherence, deciphering and amplifying the matrix codes for your destiny. You are no longer waiting. You are co-creating. You are being the change. Feel the totality of this process, the integration of these three powerful forces within you. Which area of your life needs an antenna recalibration now? And what small inspired step can you take today to realign your frequency and attract the codes of your new beginning? Embrace the fullness of this recalibration, for it is not a one-time event, but a continuous state of being. Tag a friend who is ready to recalibrate their antenna and activate their new beginning, because the journey to manifest your destiny is just beginning, and the next steps are even more powerful.